Hey kids, I saw a report last week that we're entering La Nina conditions. So I wanted to double check what that means for California, but I also wanted to see what that means for skiing across the Sierra Nevadas and the Rocky Mountains because typically when there's a La Nina, it means that a lot of snow happens in the mountains. So it's very exciting for those of us who ski. I grew up in Michigan. I started skiing when I was 2 years old. Haven't been skiing in a while because I'm a realtor in Southern California and it's just not convenient, unfortunately. Plus, hey, if I break my leg, how do I show a house? So I've been little reluctant, but I want to get back into skiing because it is my absolute favorite thing to do in the world. It is that one place where you get into complete Zen moment and your thought and action come simultaneously, and you basically like. I'm a huge fan. What can I say? Little bit of an adrenaline junkie, if you haven't noticed, from my love of NASCAR and skiing. I like to go fast. So, all right, get into this. La Nina to shape 2025 2026 winter with mixed fortunes for California skiing, more promising outlook for the Rockies. A confirmed La Nina is poised to influence weather patterns across western United States for the 2025 2026 winter season, heralding, ooh, good word, heralding a potentially drier season for Southern California while offering more promising snowfall prospects for the Pacific Northwest and the northern Rocky Mountains. For skiers, this means a season of varied expectations, with resorts in the Sierras facing uncertainties and those in the Rockies gearing up for potentially abundant powder. Ooh, very exciting. Forecasters have confirmed the presence of La Nina conditions in the equatorial Pacific, a phenomenon characterized by cooler than average sea surface temperatures. Those oceanic changes are known to shift atmospheric jet streams, significantly impacting precipitation and temperatures across patterns across North America. California and the Sierra Nevada, a tale of two halves. Wow. Two Dickens references 2 days in a row, and this one's unintentional. Yesterday, my Dickens reference was totally intentional. This one is kind of funny that it just popped up here because this is Google Gemini. I wasn't expecting the Dickens reference, but a tale of two halves. For California, La Nina typically brings a north-south split in winter weather. Southern California likely to experience a drier than average winter, which could translate to less natural snowfall for ski resorts in the San Bernardino and San Gabriel Mountains. Northern California and the Sierra Nevada face a more uncertain forecast, while La Nina can sometimes steer storms northward, leaving the Sierras with below average snowfall. This is not always the case. The exact storm track will be crucial. A more northerly storm track would favor resorts in the Pacific Northwest, while a slight dip south could bring significant snowfall to Lake Tahoe region and Mammoth Mountain. Skiers in the Sierras should be prepared for a season that could swing between periods of dryness and significant storm cycles. And then we get into the Rocky Mountains, and this is where they're like, look, we're anticipating a lot of powder. Like, I grew up going to Utah, I've been to Colorado. I'm a huge fan of Alta, which is in Little Cottonwood Canyon, just outside of Salt Lake City. So if you're a skier, this is pretty exciting because I know Mammoth is already getting snow right now and it's only October 16th. They got like almost a foot of snow in the past week and they're expecting more storms right now. So, fingers crossed that this could be an amazing year for skiing across Northern California and the Rockies. Unfortunately, it sounds like Southern California is going to be a bit drier, so our resorts are probably not going to be doing so well. But it's always exciting when there's a ton of fresh powder in the Rocky Mountains. As I said, I'm a huge fan of Alta, Utah, and like Little Cottonwood Canyon and Big Cottonwood Canyon. Big Cottonwood Canyon has what, Brighton and Solitude. I think there's one more, and then on the backside you have Deer Valley. And then in Little Cottonwood Canyon, you have Snowbird and Alta. Snowbird and Alta are probably the two premier ski resorts of the Rockies, in my humble opinion. Alta is strictly a ski resort, so if you're a skier, Alta is like the top of the top. This is the Wasatch Mountains in the Rockies, just outside of Salt Lake City. It's super high, like 8, 10, 11,000 feet. The snow is very light and fluffy. It has the best powder I've ever skied. So I'm a huge fan of Alta, and I really want to get back into skiing. I miss it so much. But as I said, I've been fearful as a realtor breaking your leg and doing some damage to your body, which is a potential as you get older while skiing, would put me out of commission. How do you show a property when you're on crutches? So I've been reluctant, but I really want to get back into it because it is my favorite thing to do in the world. So I don't know. Let me know below what you think. Are you a skier? Are you excited for this coming season? Because if La Nina hits like I think it's going to hit, I think we're going to have a ton of snow in the Tahoe area. I think we're going to have a ton of snow in the northern Rockies. And it's going to be a pretty amazing ski season. So, yeah, leave a comment below, shoot me a DM, let me know what you think. And, hey, hopefully Southern California has a nice dry season, but with a decent amount of snow out in Big Bear. But what can I say? Talk to you soon. Have a great day, and let's cross our fingers for powder.